Hey guys, it's Stacy, and today I'm here to do my June wrap-up. And then quickly I want to say I'm sorry there was no video on Friday. I filmed a video and I went to edit it and like half the footage wasn't there, so I just forgot about it, forgot to film another video. But that's done and over with. I'm not gonna feel bad about it because sometimes that happens. But yeah, I'm here to do my June wrap-up. I've only read like 6 books and I'm fixing to finish my 7th one. Been kind of slumpy again, but I read a lot of big books this month as well, so we're just gonna get right on. The first book I read this month was Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, and I'm pretty sure I gave this a 4 or 4.5 stars. I'm not entirely sure, but this is the second book in the Heroes of Olympus series. I really love this book. Like, I freaking love Percy. Like, Percy and Nico is in this book, and I love Nico, and I just really loved it, and I'm really wanting to get to the 3rd one soon. I'm hoping to buy the rest of them in July and just binge read them, so yeah. And the next book I read is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I have a book talk for this if you want to go watch it. It's spoilery, but I gave this 4.5 or 5 stars. I'm not entirely sure. I can never remember what I rate books, but I really love this book. One of my favorite Cassandra Clare books. It's between this and like Clockwork Princess, but I did really love this book. I thought it was amazing. Like, a lot of emotions while reading this book, and it's so good, and I loved it so much. And if you haven't read it yet, read it, but read all the other books first, then read this one because it makes it a lot better. But yes, I love this book. The next book I read is long awaited for me to read it because I've just been putting it off, and that is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Most people know I've never read the Harry Potter series before, so that's what I'm doing now. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. Not my favorite one, but I did really enjoy it. I watched the movie while I read this too, and there's a lot of differences, but I loved the movie and the book. It was so good, and I'm hopefully getting to the last book in July before I read the official 8th book and whatnot. But I loved it a lot, and a lot of emotions. Fucking Dumbledore, man. Ugh. But yeah, love this book. Ginny Weasley is like my spirit animal. I love her. The next book I read was Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the sequel to The Naturals. I don't own The Naturals, but I decided to just go ahead and buy this, and then I read it. I fly through these books. I read this in a day, because I just needed something I knew I could read in a day and just have the time of my life, and I loved it. 4.5 or 5 stars. I don't remember what I rated it because, you know, I'm a terrible human being. But I loved it, obviously. It's like Criminal Minds for young adults, but there's still so much like gore and like murder, and it's just great. And I love this book so much. Oh my gosh, and I cannot wait to buy the 3rd one. And I think the 4th one comes out in November, and I'm super excited because the series is amazing. If you haven't read it, go read it if you like Criminal Minds or anything like that. The next book I read, my Heart Was Envisioned by Shirley Kenyon, which is the 7th book in the Chronicles of Nick series. Favorite series of all time. There will be a book talk for this. I was filming the video for this, and I guess the footage just cut out. But I will refilm that soon, and it'll be up later on in July. But 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. This book and the 5th book are tied for my favorite book in this series. So good, so much happened, so many emotions, you learn so many new things. Plot twist after plot twist I don't see coming, and this series is amazing, and like, I'm so glad this is my favorite series. And the last book I finished was Return to Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz. This is the sequel to Isle of the Lost. And I gave this a 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed the first one. I love these both because they're just so cute and enjoyable and easy to read. But this one, there was a lot more character development, and I really loved that. And if you didn't know, the Isle of the Lost book comes first, and then the Descendants movie, and then this. Chelsea, my homegirl, me and her loved this. But this book was so cute, and I've been wanting to pick it up all month, so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. So I loved it, and look at the pretty back. Like, look how pretty that is. I know, I just love this book. quickly going to show you the book I'm currently reading and almost done with, and that is Night Pleasures by Sherilyn Kenyon. This will be done soon, and this will probably be a 4.5 star for me because there's something missing from this book. If you didn't know, Nick is in this book from the Chronicles of Nick. The Chronicles of Nick is like a prequel series kind of to this, but you can read that without reading this, and you can read this without reading that. But Nick is in this series, and there's someone missing from that series that should be in this series with Nick, and it's just messing me up all kinds on the inside. So yeah. But yeah, I'm almost done with this. I'm right there. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Comment down below what you read this month, or if you've read any of these and what you thought about them. So yeah, I will see you guys on Friday. Hopefully my video aren't gonna cut out again, and I'll have one on Friday as well. So yeah, bye guys.